Jessica, I've got your work up right here, and I think that, well, it's very, very easy to say that your presentation is definitely the most professionally handled in the class. Definitely. I do have a lot of comments I think that are going to make some good sense to you, and mostly in terms of presentation, alignment, things like that. But generally, I think this is just fantastic. I really do. This is fabulous. This page right here is just a home run. And as is this page too. So, and your color, your colors and patterns, really good stuff. Would you believe me if I told you that you're the first student so far, and I've probably graded a half dozen of these that has included your CMYK. Actually, you should have your RGB equivalents here as well. Just so you know, you should always have your RGB equivalents along with your CMYK. Just because there are going to be instances where someone is going to be using this work on a screen or online. Okay. The one thing that really, really is not going to help is there's no image credits, and that's not good. So you know that. So you're using probably there's got to be a half dozen. I mean a dozen and a half images. I would say no, at least a dozen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, there's 11. But you know what? And then all these. So you really have to make sure that you know that. I won't even get into that because I think you're gonna kick yourself in the butt when you go, God, why didn't I leave those in there? But okay, so and then presentation wise, opening cover looks great. Logo's phenomenal. This table of contents page is just bugging me, as is this whole setup. And let me tell you why. Okay, you got this blue bar here for presumably no reason. And also, when we go to the other section heads, there's no blue bar. No blue bar. Okay, so why a blue bar on this section head? It's weird. Doesn't make sense. The next thing I would say is that, use the whole image, just like you did here. Set that up as your template. Use the whole image. It's a great effect. You can easily do that here. I don't know. I'm not real sure why you didn't, but you could have cropped this image and easily use that as the background. Solidifying your branding, basically. Over here, we got what I believe are some alignment issues. I'm just eyeballing this, so let me check right now. Let's go right there. Yep, we do. We got some alignment issues. And then let me just move that over here. We'll start at your B, and that's not too bad. But some of your decimals are out of alignment, and that you would want to the old analog way. I shouldn't say analog. You should fix those by hand, though. Adjust that kerning and that kerning so that these numbers. I think the numbers are too big for the actual text as well, and I think this period here is just really super distracting. Some of your alignment for your individual, like let's take a look. Let's just draw that guide to the baseline of the 14, and you see how that lines up. Okay, but if we go to another one, for example, we go and we line that up to the baseline of the 4, and the Brasov isn't in alignment. Do you see what I'm saying? So there's some alignment issues on that page. This page, it just seems like you're just really wanting to push things to the corners. I mean, there's no room to breathe anywhere on this page. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that you're trying to fill in this grid with areas. Don't be afraid to use white space. I think I would get rid of those, that, those, that, and that. And let this open this page up. Let it breathe a little bit. Yeah, great stuff. This page right here, you've got this vertical rule here, and then it's really encroaching on your left margin. So that's an issue there. And then it also looks like it's hard to tell, as you know. Now, no, I can pretty much say this one definitely, but that's a smaller font than that. So if that's, I would say that recurring patterns would have the same general emphasis and hierarchy as primary branding color. So it would stand to reason that would be the same typeface and the same presentation, but it looks like it's a little smaller. These are great. Your placement shots are fabulous. The way that you kept the reflection in there is just phenomenal. Really, really good stuff. And this was smart too. Where are your not putting your signs in English? That is so smart. So smart. And this just blew me away. This blew me away. This is this is so good. This is out the park right here. You just nailed this. Such a good idea. This is the part that takes it over the top. So please just address your image credits before you, and a couple of my comments before you get ready to put this in your final student portfolio. Since I'm familiar with the work and since I'm familiar with it as a student, and I'm telling, all of your classmates, hang on to my contact information. If I can be of any future, assistance to you here at REMCAD, please feel free to give me a holler. All right. Great job. Great class. Thanks for playing your part.